Hey friends, welcome back to Oso Farm. Today I have a fun collab with a company called Everygrow, and they sent me this grain mill grinder for either animal feed or your home baking needs. And I was really excited to get it because we had been wanting to purchase some of the ingredients for homemade chicken feed at Azure standard, but had no way to grind them into the sizes that would be appropriate for our chickens. What's really neat about this is that it comes with these different filters in different sizes, so you can adjust all the way down to a powder. This little one has the tiny holes, they're stuck together, down to a powder. And so we are going to kind of play with it based on what we are going to grind up. But what also is really neat about this is that it is dust free, because everything goes into this green compartment at the top and goes down into this part so that there's no dust flying up after or when you turn it on. So that's really neat. And then it all goes down into this bucket that it comes with. I found a recipe online that calls for corn, field peas, wheat, and oats and barley. So I will link an order to this was our April Azure standard order, and we got these whole oats animal feed. It was $17.28 for a 30-pound bag. And then these whole field peas, this is something that we're definitely gonna have to grind. And this was a 50-pound bag for, we wrote the price on it. Didn't you?
$17.20.
No, this one was the expensive one. This one was $40.
Did I not write the price down?
This was $40 and change. And then we got, what is this? I said that. The oyster shells, this is a 10-pound bag for $14.45. And the oyster shells is not in my original recipe, but I was reading that it helps promote, it's got a lot of calcium in it and is just good to add. And then I also have been, when I remember baking our empty eggshells from our chickens, and I've just been kind of crunching this up with my hands, and then we're gonna add this to it. So this will bulk it up a little bit, and it does the same thing. Extra calcium helps their eggshells remain hard. There's your timer, Evie.
So sorry.
Evie is baking me a Mother's Day gluten-free lemon pound cake. She's out here deadheading all my flowers to keep our garden, or our front flower beds, growing pretty. And then we have, let's see, what is this? Wheat Bran animal feed. This is 25-pound bags for $12.41. So our plan is to follow our recipe somewhat loosely, kind of play with it, and then see if our chickens like it. And based on the pricing, and now that we have so many chickens, there might be a balance between us buying store-bought and then maybe alternating days. We just need to see how cost-effective this is. So right now we currently spend about $1 a pound for our chick feed. It's about $25 for 25 pounds. And we use about 1 a week, so 4 a month. So because we now have ducks, turkeys, and chickens all together, we can't feed them separately. And we had been buying a different feed for our game birds. And so we're hoping that making it ourselves will just add more protein and different ingredients that would make us feel better just feeding them all the same things. And looking at this, I think that some of these that we won't grind up, I think that they will like it, because when we just kind of spread the crumbles out, I know they get it, but it seems like some of these bigger things they'll like. It'll be like a treat. We'll see. Okay, so this is really easy to use. I'm just gonna, sorry, our mosquitoes are terrible. If you have a way to eliminate mosquitoes, let me know. So the only filter we've tried is this powdered filter, and it was hard for them to get. So I think for the peas, we should try this. So it has a little tool that you use to change the filters. So this one would be more for flour then, because that's what we used last time that made a powder.
Yeah, it was very, very fine, but still a little coarse, almost like sugar.
Okay, with that one, but look how much smaller that is.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think? We should try this one or the smaller one? This one?
I would go with it.
This one?
Whichever.
Okay.
And then it has this clasp that I'm locked into here for the lid.
This says it can grind corn, flour, wheat, barley, soy, and be a rice mill. It also can be a feed pellet machine and grind different spices. This bucket has a capacity of 6.6 gallons. I thought we were going to do the peas first.
Well, I'm just opening this to see how fine this actually is.
Maybe we should run a little bit of this through just to see what it comes.
No, they'll eat that.
They'll like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
they'll eat it like that. Especially like the ducks need the bigger stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure the ducks would be content eating these. Yeah. Yeah, they're content. I mean, maybe.
Okay, so after looking at this, what we purchased is probably a pretty good size for what we're looking for. So I think the thing that we're going to use the mill for today is just these whole peas. And then we're gonna mix this together. But I do know that if we could buy the whole corn at just our feed store and create this with this would probably be cheaper, right? Isn't the deer corn?
Yeah.
So this already looks like
I don't know if there's I mean, is there a difference with deer corn versus, I mean, it's all animal feed.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not organic.
We have said this 1,000 times. We are just learning as we go. And so if there are things that we should add to this or take away, please tell us. Like we definitely love all of the help and advice. So this is gonna be fun. So let's grind up this whole field peas to the right consistency, and then we'll get this mixed together and then go and see what our animals think about it. So it does have, it's very easy to use. Once you change the filter, you literally just turn it on. It is loud, but that's why we're doing it outside. Like I mentioned before, it's dust free, so you really don't have to worry about making a mess. Okay, so we're gonna start with this small batch and see how it goes. So I have 4 cups of the field peas in here. I'm just gonna turn it on with one click of a button. It would help if you plugged it in. How about that, guys? Okay, try again. Safety first. The lid. Nice. Okay.
That's pretty good. All right, so our recipe is 4 parts peas, 4 cups peas, 4 cups corn.
It looks very similar in just size to what I purchased pre-cut. So it's cool to think that we could create this at home with this. So we'll definitely do that and post that in another video for you. Okay, 4 cups corn.
Now 3 cups wheat.
How much of this?
And 4. You're going to do a 1/2 cup of the bran.
And what about the oyster shells?
That wasn't in the recipe, so you were just going to
Add a little bit.
add some. Another 1/2 cup.
These are really a pretty color. They smell a little fishy. Okay, this is a random thing that you'll probably want to edit out, but I used to follow this lady years ago. She had a blog back when those were popular, and she decorated her house with these crafts that she made from oyster shells, like the whole half shell. Like she would make chandeliers and like picture frames. It was actually very beautiful. Random fact I'm thinking of. Okay, something I'm just thinking about too. We plan to eat our roosters, and you know, in the concept of you are what you eat, knowing what we're, just like what we're putting in our bodies with our food, knowing what our food is eating is good. And when you look at this just visually and see the whole foods in it, sorry, I was doing markers earlier, it just makes you think that this would definitely be more nutritious for our animals, which we love them. They are pets too, but you know, we do care about them. So just to know what they're eating makes us feel good. Okay, so let's take a scoop. Let's feed our little baby turkeys here. So these are our baby turkeys. We ordered 10 from, help a girl. McMurray Hatchery. And then I have, actually we ordered 10, and then I found a local farmer who's about 30 minutes away that mainly does poultry, and we got our ducks from, and she hatched turkeys, and so we got 8 from her. So we have 18 turkeys, and we plan to eat 1 at Thanksgiving, and then Brian is going to, with 10 of them, so 9 extra of them, we're going to sell them for Thanksgiving dinner to our friends. The other ones, especially, we're hoping some of these, of course, will be male. They are so gorgeous when they're huge, and so we're hoping to just keep some and have turkey eggs, and then fingers crossed next season when we have eggs, they hopefully will be fertilized and I can hatch our own turkeys. That is the goal. So let's see if they like this. Hey guys.
Back it up.
Hey guys. Oh my. Feeding frenzy. love it. They are literally like scarfing it down. Okay, so as you saw, they absolutely loved it. And we will definitely mix up a larger quantity of this and try this for a month or two. We will keep you posted on the cost effectiveness of this. I would like to do this for them long term because it just seems like they liked it so much better. It's easier for them to see and eat, and so I'm really pleased with it. I also wanted to share that Everygrow sent me this back in March with the anticipation that I would make the video quickly, and I let them know that I was going to be placing this as your standard order in the middle of April, and they were extremely gracious about that. And then if you have followed our channel, you know that we have been having sort of like a family health crisis with our daughter Emma. She had brain surgery. It was unexpected and has had a really hard recovery, and so of course everything else was put on the back burner so that we could take care of her. And so I've reached out to them a few times and said, I'm so sorry, I just haven't had a chance to get out here and make this video. And they have been so gracious, so encouraging, and really precious to work with. So for me, that's important. The company as a whole has just been really kind and gracious to us. So of course we all love to support those type of companies. And so if you're looking for any sort of farm needs for your homestead, I would definitely check out their website. I will link that below, and I will link this mill specifically below also in our description. And if you have a specific recipe that we should try now that we have this, please also let us know that. And we will post a video soon. Next time we go to the feed store, we will get the corn in whole form and try to make this ourselves, and so that will be really good. I think that will cut down this cost. I will put our Azure standard link below. It doesn't cost any more for you to order through our link, but it does bless our family. So if you choose to do that, thank you so much. So thank you so much for watching and for supporting our channel, and thank you Everygrow for letting us try out your mill. We really enjoyed it, and our chickens, ducks, and turkeys are much happier because of your great products. So thank you so much. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.